morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Inside Scoop. I am your new host, Bubba, as Steve retired a few episodes ago. And welcome. I would like to welcome my guest and my co-host. Yes, Joe, I made you co-host officially. Joe.
Hello.
Thanks for coming.
No problem.
Welcome to another segment of the Inside Scoop. Unfortunately, I don't have a guest for us this week to talk to, so it'll only be a one-episode, half-hour show. Well, let's start off with some positive notes first. Let's go with some birthdays first. Joe.
First, we got one half of the current WWE Tag Champs, Kevin Owens. It was May 7th. He's 39.
Wow, Kevin's 39.
This next one, the anniversary of his death today. No, it was yesterday. His 24th anniversary of his death yesterday. Owen Hart was also May 7th.
Yes, it was. Cobo Arena.
Next one is Tommaso Ciampa.
Tommaso Ciampa, yeah. I met Tommaso Ciampa.
His May 8th. He's 38.
Yeah, Tommaso's older than he looks.
Owen's dad, Stu Hart, was May 3rd.
Right, Stu of the Hot Dungeon.
Hercules
Hernandez.
Yep, May 7th. Mr. Fuji.
Harry Fujiwara, I think, Fujiwara, I think is his real name. That's his real name.
It was May 4th. Bastion Booger was May 9th.
Bastion Booger. Muckumson himself, also known as Norman the Lunatic, for all you folks out there who didn't know before he came to WWE.
The next one is one of the Nasty Boys, Brian Knobbs.
Brian Knobbs, who I've met.
May 6th, he's 59.
Wow, Brian's 59.
William Regal, May 10th, he's 55.
Yes, William Regal started wrestling when he was 16 years old in Blackpool, England.
Arriba, Tito Santana,
another gentleman I've met a couple times.
May 10th, he's 70 years old.
Wow, I can't believe Tito's 70. Looks great for 70.
We got Robert Roode.
Late Bobby Roode.
No, Robert Roode.
Robert Roode.
Dolph Ziggler's old tag partner.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Forgive me, Robert Roode. I'm thinking of Rick Roode.
May 11th, he's 47.
Robert Roode's 47?
Yep.
I didn't know he was that old.
One of the Basham brothers, who used to be in the WWE.
Yep,
Doug Basham.
Yep.
May 12th, he's 52. Jimmy Wang Yang, used to be part of the WWE.
Yep.
May 13th, he's 42. Big Van Vader, or Vader.
Legendary Bill White, I bet he was the man's real name. Leon White.
May 14th. The late Superfly Jimmy Snuka.
Who I've met a few times.
May 18th. The man that passed away a little over 30 years ago. Andre the Giant, May 19th.
Yeah, I remember. Andrei Rusubov. I actually met him when I was a kid too. I was a little guy. The first wrestler I ever met.
And we got Daniel Bryan, May 22nd. He's 42.
Wow. Unfortunately, now we have to go on to the negative part of the show. Our recent passings, celebrities and wrestlers.
First is the General Hospital's star, Jackie Zeman.
Okay. I don't know the man, but I never watched soap operas.
Woman.
I never watched soap operas.
The guy whose book is on the table.
Joey had this beautiful collection. I'd like to read this book from you sometime.
Well, it belongs to Jay. It had me stored in my room for a while.
Superstar Billy Graham, what an icon in wrestling. An innovator. The reason why he said in the interview, Hulk Hogan, why he became a wrestler, it's because of Superstar Billy Graham. He kind of had the same moniker and same look as Superstar Billy Graham. Another guy who dedicates his career to him was Jesse Ventura. Was very good friends with him. He took a lot of the mannerisms of Superstar Billy Graham.
So
dressed like him.
And Ric Flair also did.
Yep.
Ric Flair dyed his hair blonde because of him.
Superstar Billy Graham was a great athlete. I think he was 79.
Yeah, matter of fact, in a couple of weeks would have been his 80th birthday.
Yep. Well, rest in peace, superstar Billy Graham. This looks like a great book. I should look into this.
Thor star Ray Stevenson. He played one of Thor's three Asgardian friends, Volstagg.
Okay.
And he also played the Punisher, Tyrell the Punisher in Punisher Warzone.
Okay. Was he also in Guardians of the Galaxy?
I'm not sure. And lastly is legendary singer Tina Turner.
I heard that she just died today, folks. You folks know we tape on a Wednesday, and I heard she died this afternoon. You did forget one name. It's a local, I'll say athlete, part of the legendary Hoyt family. Rick Hoyt, that young man who was paralyzed or quadriplegic, who several times I would watch the Boston Marathon. They were in over 32 of them. They did several marathons around the country too. His dad would push him. 61 years old, he died from respiratory problems. I consider a local sports icon, Rick Hoyt. Rest in peace to all the folks who passed away. Special one goes out to the superstar Billy Graham. What a great champion. I mean, a great heel. Had his own way. Great mic skills. Great promos back then too. Back in the 70s and early 80s. He did. I was reading on the internet for the last few weeks. He wasn't doing too good, and he was on life support.
Yeah, I've been seeing articles on that through the news articles, either Google News or whatever.
Yep.
News.
I was seeing on the internet on my internet when I log on to my computer and on my phone, different articles about superstar Billy Graham. His wife wanted the doctor wanted to unplug him. His wife was fighting it. I think she even gave in, or he just passed on his own.
Actually, I thought I saw the recent article at the time he died. The doctors finally took him off life support.
Mm-hmm. No, he was on life support. His wife wanted to keep him on. The doctor wanted to take him off. Sad. I mean, the shocking news for today, folks, is we tape on a Wednesday before the current Saturday Memorial Day weekend. Was hearing that legendary icon, music icon, as far as I'm concerned, Tina Turner. Great singer, possibly one of the greatest pop vocalists in our era anyway, Joe.
Yeah.
You have to think she's right up there. I may be here talking songs about her all night long. I can predict the whole show to Tina Turner.
They even did a movie biography on her too.
Yes, they did.
So what love's got to do with it?
Yep. What's love got to do with it? Rest in peace, all the folks who passed away. I'm still kind of in shock about Tina Turner. Now let's go on to some of our wrestling news.
Talk about the results of the last.
We got the results of our last pay-per-view,
which was Backlash in Puerto Rico.
Yes. See how we did.
First it was Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar, and Cody won.
I believe I picked Brock on that. I'll be honest. I think I picked Brock. I think I did pick Brock. I wanted Cody to win, but I thought Brock would win. He didn't though.
Brock got busted open.
Bad.
Yeah.
Staples in his forehead.
Next is the 6-man tag match. The tag champs are Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, with Matt Riddle against the Usos and their brother Solo Sikoa.
Yep. And the Bloodline.
The brothers won. Yeah, the Bloodline. Yeah.
I did pick that match. I picked the Bloodline that would win that. And I said they'd pin Riddle, which they did.
SmackDown Women's title, Rhea Ripley against Zelina Vega.
That was a pretty good match, actually. That was a very good match.
Rhea won.
Good match. I felt good there for Zelina Vega, her hometown. Put a good showing. Her crowd gave her a really good showing.
Yeah.
Great applause. That was a very good match.
Seth Rollins versus Omos. Rollins won.
Yes, as we all picked.
Yeah.
Omos.
And we had a super curb stomp.
Oh, curb stomp from the top rope. He curb stomped him. Have we seen Omos since? Once. I think we saw him. He had a squash match again last week against some poor guy. He didn't have a prayer against him.
At the U.S. title triple threat, Theory defending against Bronson Reed and Bobby Lashley, and Theory won.
Yep, I called that again too. I said he's going to keep the title.
Raw women's title, Bianca Belair against Io Sky. Bianca won.
That might have been the best match of the whole card. That was a very, very good wrestling match. Very good. Those two ladies went back and forth for a while.
And lastly, we have the San Juan street fight. Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest, and Bad Bunny won.
Which shocked me.
She had a couple of backups.
Savio Vega and Carlito came into the ring and helped out well because they basically went after other members of Judgment Day, but
they were also wearing LWO shirts.
I spit in the face of people who don't think they're cool. You gotta like Carlito, man.
Yeah.
I've met Carlito once in Bridgewater years ago. Great wrestling. I have to say, if you watch that pay-per-view, you might agree with me. The Bianca Belair Io Sky match was a really, really good wrestling match. Those two ladies went back and forth. It was a pleasure to see. Well, we have another pay-per-view, Joe, coming up.
Yep, this weekend at 1 p.m.
Coming from
Saudi Arabia.
Jeddah, Saudi Arabia.
Yep.
What's the name of it again?
Night of Champions.
Night of Champions. I know that. I forget that.
And there's only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 titles on the line.
Wow. There's other matches too, I know.
And one of them is the new title, which they had a tournament between Raw and SmackDown.
And get that. If they let that go, that could be a classic match with Seth Rollins and AJ Styles. That could be a classic. Two unbelievable wrestlers right now. I know AJ is kind of a face right now, and
they're both faces.
Right. He was kind of a heel there for a while. Now he's back to being a face.
AJ's on SmackDown.
Yes, that's why I think Seth Rollins is going to win that match because he's on Raw.
Yeah.
Seth's got a huge following. He might be the most popular wrestler right now in WWE. Come on, Joe, give me a
Since we already did the first match, Backlash rematch, Cody versus Brock.
I think if those who watched Raw this past week, I think Cody's crazy. I think Brock's might hurt the man this time. I think Brock wins that match, but Cody's going to put up a good showing, but I don't know how he's going to do it with one arm. I really don't. I know who you're picking. You're picking Cody's.
This next one, the tag titles, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn against the leader of Bloodline and Solo Sikoa.
Against Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. That could be a really good match too, back and forth. Somehow, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are going to win that match, but they're not going to pin Roman. They're going to pin Solo. That's my opinion.
Well, we don't know what.
Or they're going to get disqualified because the Bloodline is going to come out and interfere in the match, which is a distinct possibility. The Usos will come out and interfere in the match and cost them the title. I think you might concur that the Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are going to win that match. He usually pick the faces, so
yeah.
Usually.
The Intercontinental title, Gunther versus Ali.
I'm sorry, I think Ali's going to get hurt. I think Gunther's going to chop him to shreds.
Gunther's also got
I feel bad because Ali's basically in his home area. He's from that general neck of the woods, isn't that? That's where he's from, isn't it? And Gunther's going to hurt him. That could be the squash match of the night. That could be a real quick match if Gunther wants it to be. I don't think Ali should be getting that push at all.
Let's see. Becky versus Trish.
That could be a good match, back and forth. We really haven't seen Trish by herself in many years, but that's a grudge match.
Yeah.
That could be an interesting match too because they both know how to wrestle. They both know how to work. I think Becky wins that match.
Next is the Raw women's title, Bianca Belair against Asuka.
That is going to be interesting. That is going to be I think somehow Asuka is going to win that match. He's going to end up spitting the mist in her face and win the match.
Well, she did it once already.
Yes. the new Miss supposedly. I think Asuka's going to win that match. I think Bianca's kind of due to step down for a while and take a little time off. That's just my opinion. I think they're trying to give Asuka the heel push. Keeping you up?
No. And lastly, the SmackDown Women's title, Rhea Ripley against Natalya.
Natalya's a great athlete. She's a really good wrestler. She's not right now the caliber of Rhea Ripley. Rhea may be one of the in the top 5 best wrestlers right now in the whole company. I don't think Natalya's ready for Rhea Ripley at all. Any other matches that you know
that's
of?
it. I know on Raw next week they're having a tournament for the women's vacant tag titles.
Liv Morgan got hurt, and her and Raquel Gonzalez were asked to surrender the titles, so they're having a tournament for it. But I think she has a new partner, and Shotzi Blackheart will come out and be her partner. I don't think Shotzi's as good as Liv Morgan myself. I think Shotzi's a good athlete, but she's not as good as Liv Morgan. She's just not, doesn't really have, I don't think she has the, I think Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey win the title. That's my opinion on that one. Any picks?
Not at the moment.
You have a pick?
No.
Because there's only what?
I know there's supposed to be 4 teams. I already remember who 3 of the teams are. I just don't remember who the 4th team is.
Well, there's Sonya Deville and
oh yeah, that's the other team.
Sonya Deville and the other girl there, Green, is her name?
Chelsea Green.
Chelsea Green.
That's the other one I couldn't remember.
Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey, Raquel Gonzalez, and now Shotzi appears to be.
And so it's going to be. And the 4th team is going to be, if I remember correctly, it's going to be Bailey and
Io Sky. No, Dakota's hurt. Dakota's hurt.
Oh, yes,
Dakota Kai is hurt. I read that on the internet. She's hurt. It's going to be Bailey and Io Sky. That could be an interesting match, too. Still let it go. Should be good times all around. We've had some interesting times. I haven't been going to many independent shows. I have took some time off this month is going. I will be going to an independent show if we do air this on Saturday, tonight, Saturday the 27th. They'll be going to the RWA Dynasty is going to be at the Johnston Rec Center on Atwells Ave. 7 o'clock. Doors open. They ringside seats, I believe, are sold out, but you can get in for $10. It's going to be a good card they're going to have. I will be attending that show. I believe it's June the 17th. I just missed a NWWE New World Wrestling Extreme. I just missed one of their cards over on Woonsocket. I just wasn't feeling great about a week or so ago, so I didn't go. And they have one coming up in Central Falls, which I'll give you more information about in our next taping. I believe it's June 17th. I haven't seen who the headliner is or anything, but I'll give you more information about it next taping. I am trying to get I'm trying to get the promoter of that company. I'm trying to get James Allen to come on our show. Trying to talk about that show for us.
We got the NXTs coming to Massachusetts on Sunday.
Yes, going
their
to Lowell.
pay-per-view battleground.
Yep, there should be some good matches there.
Lowell, Mass.
Carmelo Anthony, a.k.a. Christian Casanova, who's a local kid, is going back against Braun Strowman. I personally think Braun Strowman takes...
Strowman?
I mean, not Braun Strowman, Braun Breaker. Braun Strowman. I'll be all right. I'll be all right. Sorry, I called you Jay earlier. That's gonna be a good pay-per-view. I know they're also gonna be crowning a new women's champion. Only thing I don't know, because I fell asleep last night, who won the last match between Dorothy Stratton and what's her name, Lopez?
I didn't watch NXT.
You didn't watch NXT last night?
No.
Oh, because I know
I don't watch NXT anyway, but
I know Valaria is one of the girls who made it, who's the finalist, but it looks like there hasn't been a heck of a lot for me to talk about. I can't mention many independent pay-per-view shows, because we haven't had many. I haven't been going to many. Just for about a month, I took some time off from them. Just needed a rest. I haven't been feeling 100%. We're going to just a few more minutes left on the show, folks. I mean, we've had a decent show so far. Who do you see? Okay, this is. Oh, what do you think of the draft? What do you think of some of the draft people? Has it been making a difference? As you see people who have been making some noise in both SmackDown and Raw?
Yeah, especially some a few of the NXT ones started wrestling on the.
I mean, Zoe Stark has been doing very, very well.
Yeah.
She beat Nikki Cross. She's beat
Johnny Gargano's wife, Candice LeRae.
Yeah, Candice LeRae. She beat her last week. She's been doing very, very well. Pretty Deadly, I think, in an upset, won their first match. They beat the Street Profits in an upset. That's a mega upset. I think it's the Street Profits that they fought.
I think so. In fact, one of the new guys who just from NXT that came out had his first talk show on SmackDown last week.
Grayson Waller. I thought AJ Styles was going to smack him in the face, but he didn't, because he picked Seth Rollins to win the title. After AJ spilled his heart to him, he was being polite to him, and then at the end of the thing, he kind of dissed AJ Styles. But there's been, I haven't seen Charlotte Flair wrestle. Another name, maybe you've heard something, because I have to look into this and see what's up with her. Have you seen Piper Niven at all?
I haven't seen her in the last few weeks.
I haven't seen her in the last few weeks either. I don't know if she's hurt. I don't know what's up with her. I don't know what happened with her.
Piper Niven, a.k.a. Doudrop.
Doudrop, yep. I haven't seen her for a few weeks wrestling at all. I mean, we seldom see. I mean, some of the interesting tag team was that. Wait a minute. No, the tag team was a different one. No, it was. Sorry, it was the Street Profits against LA Knight and Rick Boogs, which is a misfit tag team, but LA Knight turned against Rick Boogs. I think Rick Boogs needs a push. He needs to go against someone in the match. I don't like the fact that they're turning Madcap Moss into a heel. Because I'd like to see Madcap Moss and Rick Boogs as a tag team. I think they'd be an interesting tag team. Two strong, up-and-coming kids. Both know how to wrestle a little bit. Both know what they're doing in the ring. Rick's more of the muscle player, but Madcap's no slouch. That'd be an interesting tag team. Shinsuke Nakamura's making some noise over on Raw.
Yeah.
He has a great match with Finn Balor this week. Excellent wrestling. I've always been a Shinsuke Nakamura fan, so I've actually, you see me wear my Strong Style shirt, I think, at the show, and you often see me in my Strong Style sweatshirt when I go to the wrestling shows. I usually always wear it. I still can't believe that, we've retired Steve. I haven't heard any news from Steve at all. I don't know if what he's doing with his time off, with his retirement from here. He's spending more time. He's probably eating more, but I can't believe I'm actually talking about food when Steve's not here. But you think of Steve, you think of food. Well, our weather's changing. I know it's been. Put your hat back on. No one could see anything. Yes, folks. If you didn't see that, Joey is bald as the day he was born. And look at that. I mean, bald head, glowing. So I wear the hat. I wear the glasses. I'm going to tell you why. Our lights in our studio here, folks, are very bright. And without them on, I wouldn't be able to see. As we're coming down to the end of that show, I mean, I just want to mention, I'm still kind of in shock about what happened to Tina Turner. 80, you said Joey, 83 years old, American icon, superstar Billy Graham. That's a book I have to look into. I have to ask Jay if I could borrow it sometime. Superstar Billy Graham was an innovator, guy who started a lot. He was one of the best promo. He was the first, they say, one of the first real superstars in WWE history. Was superstar Billy Graham, one of the first wrestlers. He didn't come out and just wrestle. He actually come out and cut promos. He was the first one to actually start doing stuff like that.
And he went in the Hall of Fame almost 20 years ago.
He went
20 years next year.
He went the same time as Bobby the Brain Heenan.
And one of the birthdays on the list, Tito Santana went in that same year.
Oh, Tito also went in 94?
2004.
I mean, 2004. Wow.
And we had a baseball player go in that same year, in that same Hall of Fame class.
Yes, yeah. I remember Bobby Heenan. Bobby Heenan was ranking on Pete Rose.
The guy that got
I said he should be in the Baseball Hall of Fame, but that's another story. I don't want to get any politics that way. Another thing quick I want to mention to our viewers, if you get a chance, who's our folks here in Attleboro on June the 6th, make sure you go to the special election and vote for a new city councilor. I'm not endorsing anybody. I don't really know that some of the folks were running, but get back out and vote for a new city council. As you know, as our mayor left the city council to become our mayor. I don't know how she's doing. I haven't spoken to her or met her yet. Hopefully to meet her soon, sometime in the near future. Well, there isn't much more we can really talk about in our show, Joe. We've done pretty well. I'd like to thank Attleboro AACS, our director, for directing us. You folks for watching us. Remember to vote on June the 6th, which will also be my birthday. Yeah, I'll be the big 5'7". Thanks again for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
And happy Memorial Day.
Happy Memorial Day.